It was nearly midnight when the police finally tracked down Chen Jiahua. Two officers walked into the luxury rooftop bar where he was celebrating. Are you Chen Jiahua? Son of Liu Qiumei? Jiahua's smile disappeared. Yes, what's wrong? Your mother is in the hospital. Critical condition. Brain hemorrhage. She's been unconscious for hours. They need family consent for surgery. The glass slipped from Jiahua's hand and shattered on the floor. His mother, the woman whose calls he declined, twice, he ran out of the bar without saying goodbye to anyone. At the same time, police were knocking on Jialing's apartment door. She opened it in her pajamas, confused and half asleep. Dr. Chen Jialing. Your mother is dying. You need to come to the hospital now. Jialing's face went white. What? That's impossible. She was fine. She fell and hit her head. Hours ago, no one could reach you. Jialing remembered the unknown calls she ignored, the ones she thought were scams. Her legs nearly gave out beneath her. Jiaming was the hardest to find. His phone had been off for hours. The police finally located him at a nightclub at 1 in the morning. Your mother is in emergency surgery. She might not survive the night. Jiaming stared at the officer. The music kept playing. People kept dancing. But his world had stopped completely. He pushed through the crowd and ran into the street. His girlfriend Miley called after him. He didn't look back. 3 children, 3 different locations. One desperate race to the hospital. Jiahua arrived first. He burst through the emergency room doors. Winston stood up when she saw him. Her eyes were red from crying. Where is she? Where is my mother? Surgery. They finally operated. The nurse signed the emergency consent. Is she going to be okay? Winston's silence was the worst answer. Jialing arrived 20 minutes later, still in pajamas. Here a mess. She ran to the nurse's station. Liu Qiumei, where is she? I'm her daughter. I'm a doctor. The nurse pointed to the surgical wing. Jialing ran. She found Jiahua sitting on a bench. Head in his hands. Jiahua, what happened? How bad is it? He looked up. His eyes were hollow. They don't know yet. How long has she been in surgery? 3 hours, maybe more. Jialing sat down next to him. Neither spoke. Jiaming arrived last. He had run 6 blocks from where his taxi got stuck in traffic. He was sweating, panting, tears already streaming down his face. Mom. Where's Mom? Jialing stood up. Still in surgery. We're waiting. What happened? Why didn't anyone call me? Jiahua's voice was cold. We did call 9 times. You turned off your phone. Jiaming froze. What? Winston found her on the floor. She tried calling all of us. None of us answered. Not one. The weight of those words crushed all 3 of them. Jialing spoke first. Why didn't you answer, Jiahua? You always have your phone. I was at a bar. I saw Mom's number. I thought she was just calling to guilt trip me. So you declined. Twice. Jiahua couldn't meet her eyes. What about you? You're a doctor. I thought it was a scam call. A known number at night. You should have checked. What kind of doctor ignores emergency calls? Don't lecture me. At least I sent her money. When was the last time you visited? Jiaming stepped between them. Stop it. Both of you. This isn't helping. You don't get to talk. Jiahua shouted. You turned off your phone for your girlfriend. I didn't know. How could I know? Maybe if any of us actually cared about Mom, we would have known. Silence. The truth hung in the air. Painful, undeniable. None of them had cared enough. None of them had made time. They were too busy being successful, too busy being important, too busy to answer their mother's calls. 2 more hours passed, the longest hours of their lives. Finally, the doctor emerged from the surgical wing. The 3 children jumped to their feet. The surgery was successful. We stopped the bleeding. Jialing exhaled. Thank God. But the doctor continued. She's not out of danger yet. There was significant trauma. We won't know the full extent until she wakes up. If she wakes up, Jiahua grabbed the doctor's arm. What do you mean if? Her body had been through a lot. She's very weak. One kidney, scarred lungs, malnourished. Signs of years of physical strain. Honestly, I'm amazed she survived this long. The children looked at each other. One kidney? What do you mean one kidney? Jialing asked. Your mother only had one kidney. Old surgical scars. Very old. She never mentioned any surgery to you. None of them knew. None of them had any idea. What else didn't they know about their mother? They were allowed into her room at 4 in the morning. Qiumei lay on the hospital bed. Tubes and wires everywhere. Her face was pale. Her breathing was shallow. She looked so small, so fragile, so old. When did their mother become so old? Jiahua stood at the foot of the bed, unable to move closer. Jialing checked the monitors. Pulse, oxygen, blood pressure. Her medical training was the only thing keeping her from breaking down. Jiaming walked to his mother's side. He took her hand gently. Her fingers were rough, callous, scarred from decades of hard work. He had never really looked at her hands before. "Mom," he whispered. "I'm here. We're all here. I'm so sorry. Mom, please wake up, please." Hours passed. Morning came. Then afternoon. The children took turns sitting by her bed, watching, waiting, hoping. At 3 in the afternoon, Qiumei's fingers twitched. Jiaming jumped up. "Mom. Mom." Her eyelids fluttered. Slowly, painfully, they opened. "She's awake." "Doctor." "She's awake." Doctors and nurses rushed in. They checked her vitals, shined lights in her eyes. "Mrs. Liu, can you hear me? Do you know where you are?" Qiumei blinked. Her eyes moved around the room, confused, lost. Finally, her gaze landed on the 3 people standing at her bedside, her 3 children, waiting desperately for her to recognize them. Qiumei stared at them for a long moment. Then she spoke, her voice weak and raspy. "Who are you people?" The words hit like a knife to the heart. "Why are you in my room?" "Mom, it's me, Jiahua, your son. And Jialing, your daughter. And Jiaming, your baby. Don't you remember us?" Qiumei looked at each face carefully, searching, struggling. "I'm sorry," she finally said. "I don't know who you are. Where are my children? Where are my babies?" Jiahua is only 5, Jialing is 2, and I'm pregnant with my 3rd. Where is my husband? Where is Jialing? She thought she was still 28 years old. 30 years of memories, gone. Including every memory of the children she sacrificed everything for. They were strangers to her now. Will Qiumei ever remember the children she gave her life for? And what will happen when she learns the truth about the husband she still loves? Find out in the next episode of A Mother's Sacrifice.